3.1Force.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boys from 3.1Force, the favorite ones, obviously. Us three. What's your name again?
I'm Art.
What are you? Who are you?
Christian.
Okay, cool. The Dojo Hobo. And we welcome you to another segment of Force Feed.
And all the cool Rex Doritos!
So today we have some interesting topics that we want to share with everybody, and I hope you guys find it as interesting as we did. We had a little bit of geekgasm. My pants got wet. I don't know about you two, but mine did.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. So to start it off, we're gonna shoot it over to who are you again? You're never on camera, so I always forget.
This is my first time on Force
Hey.
Feed.
So what do you have for the news today, Chris?
So our first story, since it's my first time, Pro League of Legends player Hankil Yoon from Team I was suspended during the Worlds Tournament for toxic chat and will be fined $2,000 for racially insensitive rhetoric.
Racially insensitive. Gee, that's kind of a sensitive topic to actually touch on. I mean, what did he say, though? Before I even say anything, what did he say?
They don't want to go too much into detail about it, but pretty much he screenshotted a chat between him and the rest of the team, and pretty much he was just saying, "Go die."
Go die? That doesn't seem that bad, but if they said if it was racially insensitive, I think that's crossing the line.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, just for the fact that if you're in the limelight now, especially when it comes to esports, you're basically a
Anything
household.
professional.
Yeah,
Anything professional.
exactly.
Yeah.
But I mean, maybe they don't take it as serious because they don't think video games are really that big. But I mean, look around you. Everybody has a PC. Everybody has a console nowadays. Our generation, we're kind of like underground with it. You know what I mean? But now it's just like multi-billion-dollar platform that people can actually make a lot of money off of tournaments. So in that sense, if you're over here spewing all that racial BS, people, I mean, kids look up to you. I don't give a fuck who you are, but kids look up to you because you're playing their favorite game. You're making hundreds of thousands of dollars and maybe multi-million dollars a year on it.
That and they're representing these, like, they're getting sponsored. They're sponsored by like companies, and the companies don't want them to say that. Like League of Legends doesn't want them to say that, or Riot doesn't want them to say it. So
I mean, look at what Tiger Woods, for instance. He cheated on his wife, and he got everything was taken away
Buick
from
took
him.
him off, everything.
But he's only getting a $2,000 fine. Nah, take this motherfucker off the roster and fucking end his career.
Yeah.
But I mean, if it was just go die, that's like.
I don't think it was just.
That's
that.
like
They probably was more than that, but yeah.
But if it is just that,
that's so ridiculous.
Then okay.
And it was at the Worlds too. That's like missing a game in like the playoffs. Yeah. So.
But there's no more to the story besides that.
Besides that, not much.
Damn. So moving on.
The next news.
So the next piece of news that we have for you today is, I'm pretty sure, well, I wouldn't say all of you, but maybe a lot of you have heard about the Gears of War movie that's actually being unveiled. And there's no screenshots, no pictures of the movie production or whatnot. It's just in the talks of being in the works. Mm-hmm. And when it comes to the storyline, they are not too sure if it's going to actually follow Gears 1 through 4 or if it's going to be completely new characters, new storyline, kind of how the Assassin's Creed movie is going to be when it comes out in December, I believe it's coming out.
Yeah. I wonder if it's going to be, So they didn't say who it's going to be. It's not going to be, Marcus Phoenix. It could be probably, other characters happening the other time.
It could be completely different.
Different cogs, different stories and stuff. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting. I kind of like how they can actually take a video game movie and get everybody hyped, but it's a completely different movie.
Yeah.
And everyone's still hyped because it's the title.
Yeah.
New characters, new scenery, new storyline, but it's a title that gets people fucking about.
The only thing they gotta worry about is that the fanatics, if like things aren't like right with the story that doesn't follow Gears of War, people would be like, "Oh, this movie sucks. It's not right."
Yeah, that's the iffy subject. Like if they're trying to follow the storyline and if a couple things are off, they're like what the hell is BS? But if they throw it out there like, oh no, it's completely different, has nothing to do with the storyline, people might enjoy it a little bit more. You know what I mean? So I want to actually touch basis on when it comes to this movie. The people that are actually going to be making this, it will be made at Universal Pictures.
Okay,
which is going to be
that's
big good. Production. With producers Scott Stubber, who worked on Ted, awesome fucking movie. I used to do a lot of old habits
jokes.
when I used to watch kind of movies like that. So there's Ted and The Kingdom, And Dylan Clark, who worked on Rise of the Planet of the Apes, which was an epic movie, I think. And yeah, those two are actually going to be teaming up on the project. Would be Dylan Clark and Scott Stubber. So, I mean, with those two people, and it's going to be produced under Universal Studios, I think it's going to be. It's going to be pretty.
They have the tools.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have the tools. So.
I mean, are you excited for Gears of War?
I mean, I've only played the third one, but from what I played, it was pretty awesome.
Dang, so you played just like the end in
Pretty
a sense?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh man, that doesn't like the big part in Gears 3. I'm not gonna say it, but the part where most people remember where a character's.
You can say, I mean, it's been out for how many years?
Okay, that's true. Yeah, you know when
If you haven't played it, your fault. No spoilers intended.
Yeah.
Like it's already old news.
Okay, so when Dom dies, like it doesn't hit you as hard because I played it since the first one, and Dom was in every single one, and he was like right there with Marcus Phoenix, and then him just sacrificing himself. But it made sense because his wife was dead when they found her and all that stuff. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I started playing, I think, on Gears of War 2. So I kind of started a little bit late also. But I did see, like, my neighbor used to have the Xbox, and he was playing his Gears of War 1. I used to go over there and shoot the shit, play video games over there too. And it was cool, though, because, like, he used to get, like, all these video games, like, early access and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was cool. But then I was interested, but I wasn't interested. And then when I saw Gears of War 2 come out, I was like, all right, fuck it. I think it's time to actually get a 360.
And it needs to be a rated R movie. If it's gonna be a Gears of War movie, it has to be rated R.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure, just like Overwatch, they're going to have an NC-17 Gears of War movie come out real soon. I'm super excited to see the cog.
Awesome.
and some chainsaw action in that one. Alright, so moving on.
Alright, so next news, we have news about speedrunning. Speedrunning is a big thing. I follow some speedrunners. I watch AGDQ, which is Awesome Games Done Quickly. They usually do it in like the winter. They actually have a summer one too, called Summer Games Done Quickly. So anyway,
Makes sense.
So one of the big games that people like to speedrun is Super Mario Brothers, and recently Super Mario Brothers has increased in amount of players, just because about a week ago a guy beat the record that's been there for a while. His name was Darbian. He beat it, and then right after he beat it, like probably a couple days after, another guy beat his by just a frame. Like
I'll be mad.
Frame.
Yeah.
Like he beat the record by a frame. So then Darbian, I guess I don't know if he took offense to it or something, but beat it again. And what's significant about the third one is that the game has always had, the game's only been, or usually the record is like 4 minutes 57 seconds. And no one's ever thought that you can go past it or go before that. But Darbian beat it the second time and it was 4:56 and like 0.08 of a second. But I mean, the fact that he can go below 4:57 made people want to play it again. They think, okay, so it can be beat.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a human, anything is possible to beat that record.
Exactly.
Like, if you're not God himself, if you believe in that, you know what I mean? Or if you're not a robot with like super crazy AI, then there's always something to beat.
Dude, have you seen speedrunners that do like long games, like Final Fantasies and stuff like that? Like, whew, that's like 8-hour longs. Oh man.
I'm not gonna lie, like when it comes to speedrunning, I can't really like. I feel like I have ADHD or some shit when it comes to like sitting down and just watching speedruns.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I'd rather see complete playthroughs. Like I can sit through that, like hour long, 4 hours long, whatever. But when it comes to speedrunning, I feel like everything's on like fucking crack and shit.
Yeah. Like speedrunning, you want to just see the parts that you want to see in the game. Like well, if you speedrun Final Fantasy, you want to see like the big parts, like Aerith's dying or like.
Yeah.
You don't care to see in between. So what do you guys with speedruns? Like your experience. Have you watched any speedruns, Christian?
I've seen a lot of speedruns, but like the one that really just blew my mind was Resident Evil 2 speedrun.
Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, like
That must have been crazy.
Yeah.
Never seen that.
Do they just run past most of the zombies?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, what about the boss fights? Like, don't they still?
They would have to do that.
Yeah, they have to fight the bosses, but
they find ways to do it really fast
They know
and
the
minimal
mechanics.
too.
Yeah,
Like
they know the mechanics.
yeah, exactly.
yeah, they probably find ways to go around. Like let's say you need a specific weapon to kill a boss. If there's a way to get around it, so you don't have to get that weapon, makes it a lot faster.
Precisely.
Man, those data farmers, man.
I know. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they find out.
Crazy
Diligence.
too.
Shout out to all the speedrunners, man. Shout out to them.
So our next topic is Sony announced that they are going to be redesigning the Dualshock 4. There's not much details about it except that they're going to try to improve the analog sticks, and there's going to be a front-facing light bar. Other than that,
Front-facing light bar, like the light's gonna. Because I don't like that the analog has the light in the. Like, I guess the top part shows what player you are and stuff.
yeah,
But in front of me, I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
make a glare.
yeah, I feel like that's gonna distract.
I mean, no, I'm not gonna say. I was gonna say, I mean, Sony players are already handicapped, so I mean, what's another handicap? But
He's
hey,
an Xbox guy.
it is what it is.
He's an Xbox
Gears of
guy.
War or what? I'm just saying. If you're a Sony player, don't watch that movie. You don't deserve it. But anyway,
But yeah, so with the new analogs, I guess they should make it more durable. I know analogs tend to break a lot.
Yeah.
Especially because a lot of, you know,
Like Call of Duty, you're just
you're hitting
Running
sprint,
up, yeah.
sprint and pushing that down the whole time, especially your left analog.
so are there any actual pictures about the camera, about the controller out right now?
there's
Any prototypes, anything?
nope.
Dang.
Yeah, they just announced it. I mean, if anything, the main thing about it is that it's going to be a little bit cheaper, so Sony players are going to save a few dollars on
That's
the
cool, I
controllers.
guess. Yeah.
So that actually concludes our segment, another segment, I should say, of Force Feed. And I appreciate you guys stopping by, taking your time out
Thank
of the
you
day,
for watching us.
checking it out. But we're not done yet. We're about to go to overtime. Well, that's not overtime, but you know what I mean.
Extra innings.
There you go.
There you
I was like, that's not overtime. But we're about to go to overtime real quick and give you guys a little speed. How would you
Trying
say?
this out. We're gonna try to just give you guys some extra news that we might have missed.
Yeah. So real quick, I just want to touch on. So we already gave you some League of Legends news about the toxic community. Typical. But what's going on with the league right now is after Worlds is over and the championship is crowned, blah blah blah. Actually, they're going to implement something with the new update. There's going to be a lot of different features. Well, no, I wouldn't say a lot, but there's going to be some new features to the game. And one new thing is going to be a non-third-party replay system. So you can actually go post-game where it shows all your stats. You type in the GG or
That's
F
cool.
you, F you this, F you that.
Easy.
Toxic
Easy.
community. Yeah, easy Gigi. Easy Gigi, right? Or GG. And now instead of getting a third party, which is a hassle for most people, so they don't even do it, now they can actually download the entire match that they just played and learn from their mistakes if they're into that kind of thing. Because, I mean, everybody wants to be an esport legend now, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm actually excited for that one. So far, we're 1 for 1. What do you guys got?
So I have news that I guess people have, or that Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, with it coming out, they're saying that the file size, they say, can extend it to 130 gigs.
Gee.
Yes, 130 gigs of memory when you install, when you install Infinite Warfare.
Yeah.
That includes probably Infinite Warfare and also Call of Duty 4 Remastered, probably map packs and here and there. But they said that Call of Duty can go they're high guessing 130 gigs.
So I feel like they're trying to actually push the new systems coming out with the 1 terabyte and above.
And the 2 terabytes, yeah, they're trying to push it so that
Sounds like a whole
business scheme, right?
It sounds like an Apple monopoly to me.
Yeah.
Where they make you only use the Apple product, and if you want to, like even the new iPhone, like you can't use the charger and the headphone at the same damn time.
Mhm.
It's crazy.
Alright,
Okay.
so that's news here.
All right. So just a heads up to all you viewers out there, you know how the PlayStation Plus price moved up $10 from the original $50 for 1 year? So Amazon's actually doing a promotion where they're selling it for the original $50 instead of the $60, and that you can actually get it delivered digitally, so you don't have to wait for the card in the mail.
Stack up.
That's crazy. I mean, what about Xbox? Are they doing anything like that? Or is it just Sony with all the exclusives?
You're gonna have to find out for yourself.
Yeah, that's all you.
Cool. All right, so the next topic that we have real quick is, so when it comes to pre-orders, we all know it's a big stigma. People are actually trying to say, like, stop pre-ordering to kind of boycott the businesses, putting out crappy games and whatnot. There's actually a lot of petitions put out. But in retrospect, I want to actually touch base on this real quick. Even though that whole dilemma was put out there, people are still pre-ordering like crazy.
Of course.
So that actually brings you to the next topic. Pokemon Sun and Moon is actually at the top spot this week, as of right now, when it comes to statistic-wise, for pre-orders. I believe they're at a whopping 300,000 plus total of pre-orders just for this month. And Final Fantasy 15 is actually following kind of close, but not too close. It's at 247,000. So it's still. But I mean, you gotta. I know you hate that. I know you hate that.
No, he's excited for all the games.
No, but he's kind of a little disappointed about the Final Fantasy being in second place and that low. But you gotta remember, Final Fantasy is only one game. This is two games put together.
Yeah.
And the Hyper Pokemon. Come on now, can't beat that. And those are the top two right there. Followed by Gears of War 4, which is at 150,000 copies. Followed by Infinite Warfare Call of Duty at 107,000. And then Horizon Zero Dawn at 103,000. So you can see the
huge step from Final Fantasy and Pokemon.
Jeez. The giants of the gaming industry right now. And I'm really excited about Pokemon Sun and Moon and Final Fantasy 15. I haven't played since Final Fantasy 8, but I'm excited to get back into it. I can't wait for it.
Yes.
I'm just happy that it's not a Sony exclusive.
Yeah.
Finally. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. Finally, we're going to end this. I hope you guys enjoyed another segment of Force Feed.
That's Vinny for you.
Shout
out
out
to Vinny.
From your favorite boys from 3.1Force. And we hope to see you guys next time. Hit that like and subscribe. Make sure you guys follow all the content that we have coming up. And we have a lot.
Subscribe, comment.
Do all that and the above.
We will comment back.
Always. And if you dislike us, that's fine because that's actually more.
Let us know how we can, how we can improve.
Yeah, if you want to stay silent, give us a thumbs down. That's cool. That's free publicity too. I don't mind.
Yeah.
It is what it is. So
fine.
until next time, 3.1Force out.
See ya. Hey, all the cool ranch Doritos.
Hey, you guys.